Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Part 3 gang, y'all, let's get it, y'all. Part 3 gang, y'all, let's get it. Mike shot scraps, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Man, that jump was crazy, man. Coach had the audacity to be like, hey, come on. Hey, come on. So the little dude, all you see was his goals. He like, he about to go check in. The tall dude was like, oh, no, I'm good, Shawty. Nah, y'all good? Yeah, I'm good, Shawty. Yeah. He come on talking to his man. Coach was like, he walked back there where he was at. He was like, because every time I had to go sneak and watch the game, I would have to go sit on the bench. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm sitting on the bench. This word coach walked past me. He walked back there with dudes, and he was like, you ain't trying to get in the game? Dude was like, what? Come on, man, you assaulting my intelligence, man. What do you mean I'm trying to get in the game? The game over with. You don't need me to play? What you mean? Coach was like, look, this is a team sport right here. His face was just like this. He was like, just like, you know how a coach be? He was like, look, this is a team sport right here. And everybody, they got to work together. And one thing about it, I'm going to do my job. Nobody can tell me how to do my job. And like I told you, my guys played the whole game. He was like, man, it was up 50, man, before halftime. He was like, I know it. But I'm going to put you in when it's time. Like I told y'all, before y'all signed up, I let you know. Dude was like, man, look, man, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. He was like, that's your choice. Coach walked away. I'm like, Coach is a savage, y'all. So boom. That's what I was saying in my head, man. I'm like, Coach, wow, man. I'm like, that jump crazy. So the whole time Coach went back to coaching, dude was talking to his man like, yo, man, that's super lame, shorty. Like, how you gonna do that? Like, he ain't even gonna split the time and sub dudes out. He was like, I don't mind coming off the bench, shorty. Like, I'll take somebody's spot. It don't matter to me. But he was like, if I ain't even getting a chance, then, you know what I mean? It don't make sense. So his man was like, yeah, that is messed up. So they was just back there talking about it. You know what I mean? They was back there talking about it, man. So it was another dude. That pulled up and came and stood over there where they was at. They was from Richmond. And he was over that jump. And they started talking. He was like, yeah, man, you know, they say that he don't even rock with Richmond dudes. They say he was on Sussex too. And the Richmond dudes got out on shorty for, you know what I mean? So the tall dude was like, for real? He don't mess with Richmond dudes. For what? Like, I don't know, you know what I mean? He was like, man, I'm an actor, man, you know what I mean? So the game was over. They beat the living breaks off 62 par. The game was over with. This word dude pull up on Coach. He was like, hey, let me holler at you right quick, shorty. Coach was like, I'm gonna holler at you, give me 1 second. He turned around, he was like, what's up, young man? He was like, hey, look, but you don't like dudes from the 804? What's up, ain't you from the 804? He was like, look, it ain't about being from the 804. It ain't about none of that. He said, so what is it about then, man? Because right now you act like you don't mess with nobody from the 804, man. What's going on with you, short? He was like, nothing. I just coach, man. That's it. What do you want me to do? He was like, look, did you get into it with some Richmond dudes on Sussex too? So when he said that, he looked at me like, I did like this. I ain't say shit. As soon as he said that, dude, he looked at me like this. I'm standing over here. He looked at me like this. He was like, I do like this. I ain't say that, man. Look at me, man. I grabbed the ball. I shot a 3. I ain't say that, man. I started shooting the ball. I ain't say that. He was like, yeah, I got it to somebody who was hating. Somebody who ain't like what my position was on Sussex too. So what? He was like, this is what I'm saying though, man. Look, man, you need to stop being biased against people from where you from, man. What type of stuff you on, coach? You gonna act like that with us, man? Like, we from the city, shorty. He was like, I get it, but it's bigger than the city. It's bigger than the city, man. He was like, what you mean it's bigger than the city, man? Like, why don't you mess with people from where you from, man? He was like, man, look, man, let me explain something to you, man. You'll get it later on. You're too young right now. But my best friend isn't from Richmond. He isn't from Richmond, man. This word dude was like, apparently, I know he's not. What you mean? You ain't gotta tell me. I know you don't. He was like, look, you taking it too far. You taking it too far, man. He was like, man, all right, man. Well, look, next game, man. If it's look, you gonna put me in next game, man. You ain't gonna wait till we up 60 points. Coach was like, You gonna play, man. I promise, man. You gonna play, man. You gonna play. And he walked away from dude. Dude was like, niggas was like, his homeboys was like, yo, man, look, man, forget that basketball. So he be like, man, nah, he gonna put me in. Yeah, that's what he gonna do. He gonna put me in. So like, for real, dude was mad about that jump, man. Dude was upset about that jump. You know what I mean? When we got back to the pod, like, I think coach went back and told the dude from Tidewater, which is his guy that he rocked with, you know what I mean? Somebody he really rocked with, what was going on. So I see the dude from Tidewater kind of like, you know what I mean? He hold the same position that the dude on Sussex 2 used to hold. You know what I mean? Like, he gonna hold that down, like he gonna hold coach down. And that's just what it was. So coach telling him, dude kind of tall dude too. So he telling him like, man, don't worry about that, man. Look, that joke all right, man. So like, for real, when I went back in the cell, my roommate was like, yo, man, he was like, man, for real. He was like, a lot of dudes be complaining about how he coach. Like, he just want to have good players on the team. If you ain't super good, like super duper good, like he ain't gonna play. My roommate was like, I tried out for the team and like for real, like that man had me sitting on the bench forever, man. He was like, man, I ain't got time for that, man. You know what I mean? I'm like, that's crazy. Had you riding the Pine game? He was like, man, he was having me riding the Pine, bro. I was on that Pine forever. I was like, that's crazy. He was like, man, for real though, all it takes is the right Richmond dude to get down on him, then that's gonna be over with. I'm like, yo, it's crazy that you say that. I said, because it was an old dude, man. I was like, man, we was in Sussex 2, man. I was like, man, he used to try to like, you know what I mean? Like try to talk everybody out of everything, man. Like he thought he was a real like prison coach. Like forget basketball coach. He thought he was a prison coach. And I was like, he used to try to talk people out of everything. I was like, but it was an old dude in the pod that won't try to hear all that, man. You know what I mean? And I said him and dude ended up clashing, and that's how that joint got crazy, man. I said that's how he ended up getting transferred, I guess, because he never came out the hole. It was only for a fight. So dude, my roommate was like, man, that's crazy. He was like, man, look. He was like, man, like, I don't really like coach, man. He was like, cause like, I just think he a manipulator, man. He was like, I just think he do everything. He was like, I think he talks to the cops too. I was like, what? He was like, I think he might be talking to the cops, bro. Like real talk, man. Like I don't trust him like that. I was like, nah, man, I don't got coach being the people, man. I was like, he just gonna rock with Richmond dudes. I see he just don't rock with Richmond dudes. He was like, that's crazy though. He was like, man, my whole beard, I ain't never seen it. I said, bro, listen, me either. I said, when I moved in 4, because my roommate was on Sussex 2 at 1.2. I said, bro, when I moved in 4D, and I said, bro, when I moved in 4D, I said, I never knew he was like that. I said, man, that man is a real coach. I said, that man come talk to you like a coach. Like his mannerisms, everything is like a coach. I said, this man is like a coach, man. I said, man, that's crazy. He was like, yeah, but like, I was like, but when I saw that he wasn't dealing with dudes from I was like, that was crazy right there, because I never saw it. I never saw the scenario that I'm telling y'all about, man. Now, you might see a dude from Tidewater that's from, just say, Norfolk, but he might be hanging with all Virginia Beach dudes, or it might be a Virginia Beach dude hanging with all Norfolk dudes, like, he ain't rocking with Virginia. You never seen, the 804 is the size of the whole Tidewater. Like, y'all be like, when I be saying, I ain't gonna say where he from and it's Tidewater, like, Tidewater is 7 cities, y'all. It's 7 cities, man. Norfolk, Portsmouth, Chesapeake, Newport News, Hampton, Suffolk, Virginia Beach. That's 7 cities, man. So like, y'all never know who I be talking about. But at the same time though, like Richmond is like one of those to us. Like, you know what I mean? Like before I came in the system, they said all 7 cities used to have to combine like Voltron to go at Richmond, because Richmond used to be so deep and crazy, man. So like Richmond always stuck together. Like that's basically what I'm saying. They always stuck together, man. And like, to see a dude from Richmond that don't mess with a dude from Richmond, I thought it was a maniac move, y'all, so boom. But he's still up to his old tricks in the 60 building. We on a whole nother compound, and this is what coach is doing. But to the blind eye, he's not doing anything, man. But I'm letting y'all know now, prison has hidden rules. And right now, he's breaking one of them, man. And like I said, take the right person. That's all it takes, man. So I'll say a little bit more time went by, man. He still ain't playing dude. Dude just into the point where he ain't rocking with him. Dude just going to the gym to holler at his other man that's an 80 building that work in the gym. So like, he ain't care about getting in. The little short dude, he'll get in sometime, but he, you know what I mean? Nothing like that. But a little time that went on, and like again, man, they moved some dudes in the block. So they moved like 3 more dudes in the block. 2 of them was from Richmond, 1 of them was from Tidewater. So that's more people to the Richmond menu, man. So like, these dudes ain't no ballers, but these dudes are goons though, and they rock with the tall dude, basically, like, you know what I mean? But they all stick together anyway. This is how I go down in there, man. Like, Richmond is gonna stick together no matter what. You know what I mean? So now they brought new people in the joint. You know what I mean? It's like the pod job flipping over. Like me, I never was in there like, yo, Norfolk deep or nothing like that. I never wanted to be in this place. But like, I'm watching to see that how Richmond is getting deeper and deeper. But they always deeper and deeper. Like, that's just how I go. They always, a lot of them. There's always a lot of them, man. So like, I see the pod job flipped over to a decent amount of Richmond dudes. You know what I mean? It's still shake, rattle, and rollers in there, but it's like the normal guys, like it's a lot of richer dudes. You know what I mean? At least 10 of them, 8 of them, or something like that. Probably about, I'll say about 8. I'm gonna say, I ain't gonna exaggerate. I'm gonna say about 8. But they in the block, man. So it's like, for real, man, the first situation that got crazy was when they went to go play a game, and this was a good game. Now, we went to go play 80 building. So when I go down there, of course, coach get me down there with them. So I'm down there sitting on the bench again, watching the game. So they playing 80 building. 80 building is the building of like a lot of older, not old heads, but like dudes that just really be staying out the way trying to get money. That's what 80 building is. I never made it to 80 building, but that's what that building is. Everybody over there be trying to get to the bag. Everybody is like, you know what I mean? Like they comfortable over there, everybody chilling. So of course they got ballers over there. You know what I mean? Of course they got hoopers over there. So 80 building had the hoopers. I think they was paying 83 par. So we go to the gym. So the dude get hurt. One of the dudes that's like the power forward dude get hurt. Man, I promise you, man, this man get hurt. This man looked down at the bench and he called the other dude, not even the tall dude that's from Richmond with the goals. He ain't call him. He called a dude, I think dude was from the beach or Suffolk, one of the, he called, hey, come here. He came in, he grabbed him, he was like, hey, look, when you get in there, man, and play big, man. Play big when you get in there, man. Play big. Pushed him in the game. That's word. He subbed in. He went in the game. I looked up. I seen the tall dude on the bench like, tall dude was looking crazy, man. Tall dude was like, hey, tripping, man. So dude got up. His man was on the other side. His man was like on the other side of the gym. Not on the other side, but like on the other part of the court. So his man like, yo. So he's sitting on the chairs over there. He like, hey, man, put my cousin in, Shawty. What you got going on, Shawty? Put my cousin in, Shawty. So everybody like, man, put him in. So the Richmond dudes start screaming the joint. So everybody over there is like a crowd of dudes over in the corner from the arm. They like, put him in. Coach like, he walking around like this. He like, they like, put him in. He like, hey, come here. He called the little short dude from Richmond. He's like, hey, come here. Go sub in. Dude was like, dude got up and subbed in. The tall dude was like, man, this junk. He was like, this junk crazy, man. He was like, this junk crazy, Charlotte. This is out of control right here, Charlotte. This junk out of control right here, Charlotte. This is my word. He stood there for about 5 more minutes. Next thing you know, coach went this way. When coach went that way, he went that way. He walked up to the scores table. He was like, John said, hey. He walked in. He was like, hey, you. He called the other dude. Dude was like, yeah, you. Dude walked out the game. Coach turned around. Coach was like, oh, I ain't tell you to get in the game. I ain't tell you to come out. What are you doing? Stay in the game. Dude was like, no, I'm in the game. Come on. Coach, referee was like, yo, come on, man. Referee's got the game started. Dude shot his free throws. This is my word. The tall dude in the game, man. Nigga Debo in the game, y'all. So boom. I was like, oh, shit. Shit was crazy. Tall dude was out there. He was like, his coach was like, man, see, this is what I'm saying, man. I can't coach like this, man. I can't coach. He sat his ass down. I ain't seen him sit down. I mean, he sat down. He was like, man, I can't coach like this, man. I can't coach like this, man. This is what I'm talking about, man. Dude's like, man, fuck that, man. You supposed to put the nigga in the game anyway, man. What the hell wrong with you? Coach like, he just looking at everybody. He ain't got no say back or nothing for nobody. He just looking crazy in the faces. When they were like, man, that's crazy. So the dude went out there and dude was hooping, man. But even though he did a good job and he played the rest of the game, like it was crazy that he had to Debo himself into the game. He had to Debo himself into the game, man. Like for real, man. Like coach, I already know he felt some type of way about that. But like I told y'all, this isn't college. This isn't high school. This isn't JUCO. This isn't AAU. This is penitentiary, man. And penitentiary rules are in effect when it comes to basketball, y'all. So boom. That's a lot, man. Dude subbed himself in. He bucked on coach ass. Man, fuck this shit. You. So dude, you coming out. I'm like, yo, that shit crazy. So they win the game. You know what I mean? They win by a little bit. You know how they won by a little bit? Because the tall dude from Richmond was hooping. He came in that bitch and did like 8 points, so like some good scores that they needed. You know what I mean? So they ended up beating 80 building. So we come back to the pod. Everybody laughing and joking. Coach stay in the gym. Everybody like, yo, man, bro got down. Bro Debo, the nigga in the game. Bro had to buck his way into the game. So if they talk about it, you see the dude Jeff from Tidewater, which is Coach Homeboy. He's standing at the microwave and everybody coming in because he didn't go to the gym. He's standing at the microwave, so he hear everybody talking about him. So when he say that, he see me walk in, he was like, hey, Weasel Coach, he ain't come back. I was like, nah, he ain't come back. Yeah, he was like, hey, what happened? I was like, shh. And dude put his goddamn self in the game. He was like, for real. He's like, what he said, something sleep the coach? I was like, not really nothing like that. I said, man, he just deboed his way in the game. I said, man, listen, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I said, I ain't from Richmond. I ain't got a dog in a fight. I said, but look, I said, man, dude got hurt. That's in our part. I said, he ain't medical, man. He messed his ankle up. And he needed somebody else to put in that was at size, man. I said, man, that man called the little short dude from the beach to get in the game over bro from Richmond. He was like, for real? I was like, yeah, man. I was like, man, listen, why would you do that? Like, I said, man, that man must be really, I said, bro, that man, I don't know if you know, I said, man, that man don't like Richmond, man. He was like, I mean, you know, like, he rocked with me, like, I ain't got nothing to do. I was like, I know that. I was like, but for real, I would have done the same thing bro did, man. Go put myself in the game, bro. I said, I would have put myself in the game, man. That's what I would have done. He was like, man, that's crazy, man. He was like, man, so what they talk? I was like, I don't know, dude, this Debo. So he was like, all right. So as he say that, coach come back on the joint. So coach walk up. He was like, hey, coach walk up. Dude was like, what's up? You all right, coach? He was like, there's always a troublemaker on the team, man. It's all good though, man. Like, you know, people want to make my time hard. I'm trying to help people, man. Like, that's what people do, Shawty. I ain't, you know what I mean? So the dude from Taiwan, I was like, yeah, I know, man, but you gotta be fair though, coach, man. Like, you know, like dudes ain't gonna really like you keep putting dudes with Tidewater on the team, and I ain't want to say nothing to you about it, coach. And it was crazy hearing the dude that's his man, you know what I mean, check him about this. Not really check him, but just bringing it to his attention about what's going on. He was like, yo, look, like, dudes ain't gonna like that you keep putting dudes from Tidewater on the basketball team, and like, you ain't showing no love to the art. Even I could see if they ain't had no skills. He was like, but dude can hoop though. I seen him outside that day. Like, he's supposed to be on the court. Like, you ain't trying to play him? It's my word. Coach was like, he seen I was standing right there. He was like, I don't like him, man. I don't like his attitude, man. He's not my type of player that I want to coach. And I don't like his freaking attitude. This Jeff was like, yo, you don't like his attitude because he from Richmond? Like, I mean, keep it 100 though. Coach, like, man, look, this is me right here. Coach was like, look. He looked around, he was like, I don't fuck with Richmond like that, man. I got my reasons. I don't fuck with them, man. I don't fuck with them. That's how he was talking the whole time. I don't fuck with them, man. I got my reasons. Dude was like, listen, I get that, but don't be a basketball coach then. You know what I mean? He was like, cause you know I'm gonna rock with you. I'm standing by the microwave. I hear dudes coming back talking crazy. You know what I mean? I had to pull up on Weezy and ask Weezy what was going on and see when you was straight and all that. Coach, I'm good. Oh, I ain't worried about that. I'm good, man. I'm gonna coach the team. And he was like, so look, that's what I'm saying though, man. Like, for real though, man. Like, don't quit doing that shit though, coach, man. Cause I'm telling you, man, like, you know, I'm gonna rock with you, man. And like, goddamn, we gotta go all out. It gotta be something that's worth it. Like, to hear Jeff talk like that, man, I said, man, this man my type of guy, y'all, so boom. Because I was on the same type of time, man. Like, don't put me in no stupid predicament. And right now, coach is putting his people in super predicaments, man, because he always got somebody that he's done cool with from Tidewater. You know what I mean? But at the same time, though, man, like, what he's doing is unnecessary, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing about being a good coach, and it's another thing about just being an asshole, man. I think goddamn coach was being an a-hole. Real talk, like, that was unnecessary, man. Dude had to sell himself there, man. Now, the next day roll around, you know what I mean? Next day roll around, coach looking all mad in the face, dude looking regular, dude ain't even tripping on that shit. Goddamn, they got a game that the day after. So we playing 30 building. Y'all know I'm going to the gym to holler at 30 building. Goddamn it, you know what I mean? Go holler at everybody. I go to the gym. So goddamn, I get up there, the team coming there, 30 building coming there. I'm hollering at niggas I ain't seen in a minute, kicking it with dudes. But I let my man know when it's in the building. I run and jump down to him fast. Y'all know I'm super nosy, right? But when he come in, I'm like, yo, bro, listen, you gotta watch this jump, bro. He was like, what? I was like, man, look, the dude from Richmond on my team. I was like, the coach from Richmond. I was like, but say word, the coach don't rock with Richmond. He was like, what? I was like, word, bro, you don't rock with Richmond. I said, man, he don't be trying to put nobody in from Richmond on the basketball court. My man was like, man, get out of there. I was like, word. I was like, watch. So me and him watching the game. You know what I mean? So of course he started the short dude over the tall dude from Richmond again. And I'm just like, this is crazy. Now, of course he started the short dude over the boy from Richmond, which was crazy. That joke was crazy. I'm like, man, this man know he need the tall dude. I'm like, yo, so dude from Richmond ain't say nothing. He just sitting on the bench. His man came over there. He got up and went to the end of the bench and started talking to the dude. So he's standing there talking to the dude. So he watching the game as he talking to the dude. He like, yeah. So he looking at the game. You know what I mean? So coach like, hey, look, come here. Yeah, get over here. Look. You see, it's open right there. The back door is open. It's open right over there. Like, he was animated like that as a coach. Just, this man on his knees. Who you think he coaching Duke? Y'all some This word, pause, that's word, wow. So I'm watching the jump, right, because I'm waiting on something funny. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I'm waiting on something hilarious. So coach, yeah, hey, look, you know what I mean? First quarter come, you know what I mean? They don't sell nobody out. Second quarter come, see dude looking all tired. So coach was like, everybody good? Everybody sitting on the bench. Coach was like, everybody good? Yeah, everybody good, right? We got another quarter to run. Get your win together. Come on now. Get your win together, everybody. We got another quarter to run. Let's get it. So next thing you know, they start playing. Second quarter just started. They down 5. My part down 5. Second quarter just started. So as they playing, you just see dude walk right past coach, a tall dude. He was like, coach was like, he walked right past coach. He went to the scores table. He was like, and y'all say, eh. He was like, dude was like, me? He was like, yeah, you. Basically, get your ass out. Dude was like, dude left out. He got in the game. Coach was like, looked at coach. Coach was like, he started smiling. He was like, get back on defense, man. He went right back to coaching mode, but I know in his mind, he was mad as a motherfucker, y'all. So boom. Second time, dude gulped on his ass, subbed himself in. Just imagine a coach in college. Just imagine a coach in the NBA. Just imagine a coach in high school got somebody checking himself in at the scores table, man. Just imagine that, man. Coach face would be like this. I promise you, man. Coach was looking happy. Coach was like, hey, get back on defense. That man was coaching everybody except the dude from Richmond, which I didn't understand. I didn't understand this, y'all. I promise you, I was trying to figure it out. I couldn't understand it, man. Word, goddamn, they win the game again because of the dude from Richmond. As soon as the game was over with, everybody was like, yeah, everybody was snapping out. Coach was like, hey, look, hey, good game, fellas. Yeah, hey, look, y'all playing good. After he got everybody quiet down, everybody was saying, I was like, I wonder if he gonna, I told my homeboy, I said, watch this. He was like, what? I said, I bet you don't say nothing about dude. Dude from Richmond had about 16 points, about 8 rebounds. He played good. Dude from Richmond had a good game. That's my word. Coach was like, hey, look, listen up. Look. And we win next round, we into the tournament. So look. Everybody played good, man. I give everybody, look, give you props, man. Everybody played good game. You hustled and you did good. Yeah, you played good. He told everybody he did something good except the dude from Richmond, y'all. That's my word. So boom. Jump was crazy. We go back to the building. Everybody's laughing about it. It's like it's a funny thing. It's a funny thing about it. It's a funny thing that that this dude is doing this to him. But I felt like Coach deserved this shit. We get back to the pod, y'all. As soon as we step back in that joint, man, Coach usually stay in the gym for a while. Coach came back. That's my word. Coach came back. Coach came in the joint. He said, look, man. Hey, look, I ain't want to do it in the gym. But look, you got one more time to do that, man. You off the team. You were off the team, man. I don't need no insubordination on my team, man. I don't need that. Dude was like, what? Man, I ain't trying to hear that stick struck ass shit, man. Fuck you, man. That goddamn team. Do it look like I need a fucking basketball team? Coach was like, yeah, that's all I needed to hear. That's all I needed to hear. Dude was like, yeah, man, I'm telling you, man. You got one more time, goddamn it, to look at me crazy or say something crazy to me, shorty, and I'm gonna punch you in your motherfucking face, shorty. Coach was like, you ain't gonna do nothing to me. As he say that, Jeff pull up. Jeff like, oh, man, y'all, look, ain't nobody gonna do nothing to nobody. Y'all chill out, man. Dude was like, man, what the fuck, nigga? I do whatever the fuck. Fuck him. Go fuck about this Uncle Tom ass nigga, man. Fuck this nigga, man. Coach was like, yeah, all right, yeah. Say what you want. Yeah, say what you want. Yeah, all right. Say what you want. So everybody came and was like, yo, y'all chill out, man. You know what I mean? So the Richmond dudes kind of get dudes like, man, fuck this nigga, man. Fuck wrong with this nigga, man. Ready to fuck this nigga up, man. So everybody was like, yo, so everybody talking about what happened. So now it's getting out there like, yo, you know, Coach don't fuck with Richmond dudes on the low. And Coach don't ever want to play dude, which he was wrong. So the word is spreading. Everybody started talking like, yo, man, I heard Coach down there doing that dumb shit. I'm like, yeah, bro, like, for real, I ain't want to call a spade, but like, I'm telling people the truth because I witnessed it. I'm like, yo, man, yeah, bro. I was like, no, what type of shit Uncle on, man? This ain't even geographical. I don't even know the word for this shit. Like, this shit is diabolical, y'all. So, that's a word that won't even be used back there. That's why it's just diabolical, man. I don't know what the hell I got going on, but niggas is talking about it and people is mad. So Jeff kind of came and saved the day. You know what I mean? So like, that shit was crazy because like, for real, I think if people didn't see that Coach had Jeff with him, like, I think people would have tried to like jump on his ass right then and there because like dude for Richmond that looked super duper mad. So Jeff kind of got it squashed. A couple of other people was talking like, oh, y'all chill out, da 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 da. So like for real, we went outside rep the next day. So nothing happened that night. Nothing happened that day. After the game, you know what I mean? Everything was straight. They didn't fight or nothing. But when we go outside the next day, it was like, it was the talk of the side of the yard. Everybody was like, yo, man, like, you know what I mean? Like the Richmond dude was like, yo, what the fuck going on? Like, who the fuck is this nigga? This nigga don't fuck with Richmond niggas, man. Like, You know what I mean? So niggas was like, yeah, man, he don't fuck with nobody in there. He don't be talking to Richmond niggas. He don't do none of that shit. So everybody was talking. So the word getting out. So the dude, Jeff, he fuck with a Richmond nigga. I guess he fuck with Richmond niggas just like how he fuck with goddamn Coach. But like, he was one of those dudes that like, you could tell he lived by morals. You could tell that he went on all BS. But it was a dude on the yard. You know what I mean? I so happen to be right here. But everybody's talking about this whole shit about what Coach got going on. So Jeff is on the yard. He's like a little bit down from me, but he's right there. And he's talking to a dude from Norfolk, and he's talking to a dude from his city, and he's talking to another dude from Richmond. These dudes are in 70 building. So he's crossed the gate talking to them. And they having a conversation, and they like, yo, look, man, real shit, man. That nigga Coach, man, that nigga be on some fuck shit, man. Like, look, man, you need to stay out that shit, man. Niggas talk about beating his ass. You need to stay out that shit. This word dude, Jeff was like, man, I'm saying though, man, like I told him about that shit too, man. Like for real though, man, like goddamn, like that shit lame as hell though, man. Like I don't like how you do that shit, but I fuck with him though. You know what I mean? He was like, fuck with him, I don't want nobody. It was like, look, you need to stay out of that shit, man. Real talk, man. So goddamn, as the time went on and them talking, like at the end, they still the dude from Norfolk was like, look, man, you know if you get into it, I'm coming. So like, look, man, you staying out of that shit or not? The dude from Richmond was like, man, ain't no need for a nigga to get in no Richmond business, man. I'm telling you, man, like just stay out that shit. So nigga like, his word, Jeff was like, all right, man. He was like, nah, look, put the word on your kids. Put word on your kids, bro. He was like, he put his fingers through the gate. He was like, man, that's word on my kids, bro. He dapped dude up through the gate and was like, all right, man, stay out that shit. Stay out that shit, man. When I looked, the Richmond niggas was a little bit down. The dude that was talking, one of the dudes from Richmond that was with the dude from Norfolk and the dude from goddamn Jeff City, they was right there. The dude from Richmond, he went down there to the Richmond dudes was at. And I guess he told him to spill, like, yo, look, dude ain't got shit to do with that shit. You know what I mean? So Coach is in the gym at work. Coach don't come back to after dinner. You know what I mean? So Coach finally came back after dinner. Soon as he walked in the pod, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I knew what was going on. So I'm just gonna talk to everybody, do with the laundry like this, bird's eye view game. I'm like this, but I don't know how they gonna handle it. But I'm just waiting for Coach to come back through the door. Coach come back through the door. This word dude, like, look, man. Goddamn, look, man, bring your little soft old ass. Dude was like, man, bring your soft old ass in the cell, shorty. I'm gonna whoop your ass, man. You gotta go. You gotta go, shorty. Coach was like, what? What do you mean I gotta go, man? I ain't fighting you. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Jeff. Jeff was like, yo. He's like, where you at? Jeff was like, I'm in the cell. He was like, come here right quick, Jeff. I was like, man, I ain't never see him do that, man. He called the man Jeff immediately. He was like, hey, Jeff. This word, Jeff, coming up the steps like this. Jeff was like, what's up? He was like, hey, look, man, this man talking about coming to cell. He want to fight me, man. Jeff was like, well, go in the cell with him then. He was like, oh, you ain't gonna goddamn hold me down? Jeff was like, look, man, I ain't got shit to do with what the fuck you got going on. I love you, but you be doing some dumb shit, man. I ain't gonna lie. You like an uncle to me, man. But like, I ain't got time for that shit, man. I put word on my kids. I ain't got nothing to do with this shit, man. This shit Richmond business, man. So dude was like, yeah, man, come on, man, get your old, he mushed Coach. He was like, man, get your ass in the cell. Shorty, fuck wrong with you? Goddamn, Coach was like, you back up like this, and I'm like, fuck that. So the nigga start cornering that nigga. Like, dude over here, he was like, man, get in the cell, man. Get your pussy ass in the cell. Coach was like, his cell was open anyway. He just backed into his cell, which I don't know why he backed into his cell. Man, he backed into his cell, all you heard is the door close. Boom! That shit slammed. All you heard was I'm like this, I walked by, I was like, goddamn, I done seen the nigga from Richmond, like, man, he was putting the bees on goddamn Coach ass, y'all, so boom! Man, he fucking Coach up in that bitch, I'm like, that's all you hear is the noise. And that bitch fight, I'm like, Jeff like, shh. Niggas like, you ain't got nothing to do with that, Jeff. Jeff just sitting on the steps, and niggas like, damn, niggas beating Coach ass. My word, I don't know how Coach got to that button, because the button is the only thing you can punch for them to open the door once it's closed. He must have got his ass whooped all the way to the button, like, start hitting the button. The lady popped the jump, poosh. When she popped the jump, you look, you see Coach come out the jump, boom, but he fell, boom. When he fall, them niggas still on his ass, boom, in the pod, boom, boom, niggas beating his ass, like, God damn, I'm like, what the fuck, man? Them niggas beat the shit out of Coach ass. Man, they were beating Coach ass. I was like, oh shit. I look at Jeff, I'm like, damn, man. Jeff is a dirty, rotten, crazy vato. But I like that though. I like that. I was like, that's wild, man. He was supposed to jump into that shit, man. Jeff was just sitting there like, them niggas beating coach ass. I was like, man, them niggas beat coach ass until the police came. You hear me? Man, they beat his ass till the police came, man. They were beating that nigga ass till niggas was like, Arr! Man, police came. Police like, hey, stop. Them niggas backed up off that nigga, man. Fuck that shit. They was like, come on, turn around. It was 3 niggas from Richmond. Man, they handcuffed them niggas, man. Coach was on the floor, fucked up, bleeding. His bald head had slit in it. Goddamn, he was like bleeding over here. His shirt was fucked up, wrinkled, cut all up, wrinkled, all stretched. He was on the ground looking fucked up. So this police trying to get him up. They like, man, come on, man. Come on, get up, man. Get up, man. He finally rolled over. He was like, he wiped this shit. He was like, man, come on, man. And again, I seen him take coach to the hole without handcuffs. But I don't know if they took him to the hole. They took him to medical. Took that nigga to medical, man. I promise you, man. They took that nigga to medical. Goddamn, word came back. That goddamn coach was trying to put assault charges on them niggas from Richmond. That's my word. That's how much he don't like niggas from the R. I said, yo, this was nuts. Man, he trying to put charges on them niggas. Now, I don't know how it ever came out. You know what I mean? But dudes was in the hole for a minute, then them niggas got out. But coach never got out. So I don't know, because him never getting out, if he could still pursue those charges. But coach took his talents to another team, y'all. He went to some other camp probably where he was doing the same bullshit. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, man, you got to be careful, man, because you got to pay for shit like that. I told y'all, prison got unwritten rules, man. And he was breaking them, man, by not fucking with Richmond like that, man. I mean, you do what you want, as long as you can back that shit up. But like, if you can't back that shit up, man, you doing the wrong thing, man. And that's what the fuck coach was doing, man. But I never saw coach again, man. You know what I mean? Old boy, we bumped in the 40 building right before the nigga with the goals, the tall nigga. I seen him before I went to Greensville, before I went to the go home part. And he was in 41 part. We laughed about that shit like, man, you fuck coach up like that, man. I went to go get a Feezy from him one day because when I first went to the pod, he was the one with the loud. So when I go holler at him, he got down, we tripping about it. I'm like, yo, bro, why you fuck coach up like that? He was like, man, you remember that shit? That nigga was funny, man. He was like, that nigga was in the damn way, shorty. So that shit was crazy, man. But after they whooped his ass, they got out the hole. Coach took his talents to another team, man. Never saw coach again, man. But that was the first time I experienced a nigga from Richmond that don't fuck with Richmond, man. That was wild, man. And that was a crazy situation, y'all. But that's the end of the damn story, though. Man, I appreciate y'all for watching. Y'all know the count, man. Stay out the way, man, or else you go in the penitentiary. That's what I'm talking about. That's the else. So just stay out the way, y'all. Period. But y'all already know what it is, man. This is a bonus banger. That's what I need y'all to do. Like, subscribe. Let's go. But safe out there, y'all. Stay your ass out the way.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way, if you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous. Did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments. Get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes.